So welcome. My name is Hakut, and I want to hope and wish that everyone is having a good year. We are still in January after the festive season. First is to apologize. I've not been able to do classes last year because I was kind of busy with some other things and other commitments. And I promised that I was going to offer a class this year from January. And the whole of this year, we are actually going to have these classes. And the beauty about you being in this class at this moment is because we are very, very strategic because of what is coming very, very, very soon. I know most of you who've been in the crypto industry knows that Bitcoin halving is coming. We've had Bitcoin ETF approved recently, and that means that a lot of money is going to actually get into the industry. So this masterclass is just an overview of what to expect in class. I know probably some of you who are here in this meeting today have been in the academy before. And if you've been listening to me and if you've been following my instructions and you've been following what I've been offering, you should be enjoying. In as much as we didn't do so much last year, I shared some projects and I recommended people to do what we call dollar cost averaging. And if you've been doing that, I want to believe that you've been making money passively, because crypto portfolio or building a crypto portfolio to me has proven to be the easiest and the most less stress way of making money in crypto. Well, there are so many other ways that you can actually generate revenue in crypto, but creating a healthy portfolio is the best. You can sleep and wake up without any stress, without wondering what if the market went down or the market went up. Because this crypto portfolio that we normally create is a portfolio that encompasses all the narratives, so that such that if one narrative is doing well, you probably have a project that you're currently holding as far as that narrative is concerned. So without wasting time, let me take you through the masterclass overview. And then after that, maybe you will decide whether this is good for you or this is not good for you. But if you choose that it's not good for you, then I'm sorry, because there's nothing much that I can do beyond, offering this education to you. So with that said, just a minute, I want to go back to my Google Meet so that I'm able to admit people as we go on. All right. So let me go to the next slide. Now, first, I want to congratulate all of you who are in this meeting tonight, because it means either someone recommended you into the academy or probably you learned about the academy from me. And the fact that you've taken this bold step to be part of the Hakut Crypto Academy, it means you care probably about your finances and you're looking forward into making something extra from, your own main hustles from the crypto industry. Because why we are here, and I believe the reason that everyone is in this meeting tonight, is because you're looking to make something out of cryptocurrency. So congratulations, because your journey starts here. And I know and I believe that this is going to be a life-changing opportunity to each and every one of us in this meeting tonight, and especially now that the bull run is around the corner, like I mentioned. So please, it's important that you pay attention and listen carefully, not to miss a single word from our masterclass tonight. Now, at Hakut Crypto Academy, we learn and empower each other so that whatever we teach becomes beneficial to you and maybe to even people around you, because I believe in sharing. Sharing is caring. So it's always very, very important that once you've learned something that you believe it's changing your life or it has changed your life, don't just sit down and relax and enjoy by yourself. It's always good to share this opportunity to friends and family, because we rise by uplifting others. So at Hakut Crypto Academy, we do our best to support one another as we learn together. We also enlighten one another, as well as try to have interactive sessions, and everyone is free to express themselves. So if you have a question as I do this presentation, and you probably need a clarification on anything, you can always raise your hand and I'll give you a chance to speak. Okay? Now, probably you're wondering, who is this Harcourt? Because you may have not met me before, or you've heard me from friends and family, or maybe we've just been talking online, but we've never had a chance to meet. So you've been wondering, who is this Harcourt? Or probably you've heard about me from on social media or maybe somewhere else. So Harcourt is a crypto enthusiast who developed interest in crypto 7 years ago. That was after campus. I actually graduated in the year 2016. And when I learned about crypto, my first engagement with cryptocurrency was cryptocurrency mining. And I did mining since 2017 all the way to late 2019. Yeah, 2019 if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 2019, early 2019. And after that, I also got involved in other crypto-related businesses until around 2020, late 2020. That is when I started offering classes, actually free classes. I actually used to give people free projects, free education, showing people how to do this, how to do that in crypto industry. But I realized that as far as these opportunities that I was sharing with people were very lucrative and I was making money and some other few people were making money, I noticed that not everyone was actually making money from the opportunities I was giving. So at some point, I felt like I'm not going to continue, offering this opportunity because only few people are taking these serious. Then a number of friends reached out and they actually asked me, why can't you just start a masterclass, and a masterclass where you can train people all the way from the beginning to where we currently are as far as the crypto industry is concerned. Well, I took a thought and I thought, by the way, why not? Because I know there's a lot of information and myths out there about cryptocurrency and ignorance as well. And a lot of people, when they hear the word crypto or Bitcoin, most of them, they actually, whatever clicks in their mind is probably a scam. Reason being, probably they invested in a online program that was probably dealing with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and they probably lost their money. And because they lost their money, they probably feel that they were scammed by crypto or by Bitcoin. But that is normally not the case. The people behind whatever the project you are into are actually the people who ran away with your money, because cryptocurrency is just a payment system. It's money. And money, there's no way money can scam you. Unless someone comes and scams you, there's no way money can scam you. So I know there's a lot of ignorance and a lot of misinformation out there about what cryptocurrency is. And that is actually why this masterclass is very, very important. I'm also a dad of two very beautiful kids and a holder, a businessman, a crypto investor, a crypto and forex trader, but not so much into forex. Well, last year, actually one of the reasons that I didn't do the classes is because I was also learning forex trading from a friend of mine who actually happens to have been a student in my academy, but he developed interest in trading more than the other aspects of crypto. I'm also a crypto coach and a networker. And also, I'm a graduate from the Multimedia University of Kenya. Normally, I don't talk about these a lot because, well, I went to school for 4 years, I learned the skills. But funny enough, since for those 4 years, I've actually never made a single cent from the degree that I studied, And that is a story to so many of you probably who are in this meeting tonight. Probably you went and did economics, or you did a bachelor degree in commerce, or you did maybe whatever career you did in college, but probably whatever you're doing today is not related to what you actually studied. I know it happens with the current economic times. You are always looking for ways of generating revenue. And currently, what I've come to realize, especially with most youths, employment is actually not in their choices. Employment to most people is coming last. People are looking for ways of how they can actually generate revenue by doing other things instead of being employed, because I'm not saying employment is wrong and I'm not saying employment is bad, because we cannot all be self-employed, because if all of us were self-employed, then we would not be having other industries running, because other industries would need some people to be employed to be able to complete some tasks. Now, I have attached some screenshots here, and these are screenshots that when I look at them, I feel so good, because you see this transaction here, if you look down here, if you can see my screen, it's written coinmama.com. This was back in 2017 in the month of August, and this was 23rd of August, yeah? This was my first ever Bitcoin transaction that I did, and I paid it with my Visa card. Yeah, you can see I bought BTC worth 0.160, and I paid $70, and there was a processing fee of around $10. So I ended up paying like $80 to buy these Bitcoins. These were my very, very, very first crypto transaction. And when I was buying these, I was actually purchasing a plan in a certain company that was actually doing cryptocurrency mining. Then after that, after I developed more knowledge in the industry, I went ahead and became a crypto trader or a crypto merchant in a platform called Local Bitcoins. For those who've been in the industry for some time, someone's mic is not muted. For those who've been in the industry for some time, you must have heard about Local Bitcoins. Local Bitcoins was among the very first platforms to allow people to do P2P or person to person, whereby if you needed to buy Bitcoins, you just needed to rush to Local Bitcoins and buy your Bitcoins there. Or if you needed to sell, you could just rush there and buy Bitcoins there. And you can see from this screenshot here, this is information on Hackus. I don't know whose mic is not muted. Kindly, if your mic is not muted, kindly just do me a favor and mute it. Stephen Obago. Let me just mute it. Okay, good. So I was talking about Local Bitcoins, and you can see here the trade volume for the period that I was able to trade on Local Bitcoins. I was able to trade between 20 to 50 Bitcoins, and I had done over 1,000 trades with different individuals. And of course, you can see here, this was, when I was taking this screenshot, this was back in 2021. Yeah, I had traded in the Local Bitcoins for 4 years, and you can see I had been trusted by over 100 people, and I didn't have any blocks. No one had blocked me, meaning everyone that I engaged with or everyone that I did business with was happy with how I was doing business with them. Now, here I have another screenshot, and sorry, I have a couple of screenshots actually, and these are some of the, some reviews that we have received as an academy, some trades that we have taken with different students before, and some results that we've actually been able to see, or some results that we've actually been able to get as a result of investing in different projects. Now, if you look here, there's a project called BFT, which is actually co-founded or founded by an African guy who is a close friend of mine. And this is a project we invested very early. And you can see at some point we were able to generate almost $17,000 from an investment of around $900. This was another one. This was called Bitcoin. We made over $6,000 from an investment of, if I'm not wrong, I had invested 1 BNB in this project, the Bitcoin. You can see there's another project here. Within 1 week, you can see here it had done over 516%. We have also received some responses from the previous classes. You can see like this one is replies from a class we did between July and September 2022. And I was asking students some questions just to get feedback about what was their feel about the academy, what they learned, what they need changed in the academy. And you can see here, like the question here read, what did you like the most about the academy? And from the responses that we got, some people are saying time because everyone is not busy, the mode of presentation, the added knowledge which was understood well, and the lessons were well taught. The approach was very friendly. The teacher was so kind during delivery and gave real examples to a point of students benefiting and making profits in the process. And actually, this has happened time and again. When we are learning, we just don't learn. We just don't learn. We learn as we get opportunities on the way as we learn. I will also share those opportunities with you, okay, so that you can start investing in these opportunities as early as you have already started understanding what cryptocurrency industry is. And you will find that most likely before we are done with even these classes, even the classes that is actually starting on Friday, by the time we are actually done with the class, if you will be following what I will be teaching, most likely you're going to have recovered the $50 commitment fee that you paid or that you're going to pay for this class. Okay. Now I asked another question here. What did you not like about the academy? So some were saying nothing. I think I liked everything. Everything was good. Nothing. I enjoyed all along. No notes to read after. Well, this was later corrected, and after every session, I'll of course be sharing notes with you. And this is why feedback is good, because previously what we used to do online presentation, and I used to ask students to take notes by themselves. But later I realized probably some people were missing the classes and they were not able to take the notes. So, and this is one of them. And for that reason, going forward, you're going to be getting the notes after the class. What would you describe, or how would you describe the curriculum outline and the topics you learned in one sentence? The curriculum was very organized. It was excellent curriculum, excellent. The curriculum is broad and the topics are very relevant with what I expected. You can see some positive feedback and some positive reviews. So we've received some positive feedback from different students and different classes that we've held. And I believe that you guys also are going to have some positive feedback after you take this class. There's a screenshot here from one of the students. So I was just checking up on her. She's actually a lady. And I wanted to see what her life has been after the crypto industry. And you can see I was asking her, how's crypto taking you and which is your best subject so far or your favorite topic? So, and she said here, crypto journey has been great so far, still learning daily. I also managed to join rank 2 in Mobula. Mobula is actually a project that is currently working to build a crypto aggregator. It has actually built a crypto aggregator. If you don't know what a crypto aggregator is, it's a site or a platform that is able to track the crypto industry. You are able to know which projects are launching, how projects are doing, what is the total market capitalization of the whole crypto industry. Okay, so there's this project that I discovered, Mobula, and I shared with them, and luckily she was able to, you can see here, for your information, I'm the only lady on the Mobula DAO. DAO, if you don't know what DAO is, it means decentralized autonomous organization. This is whereby if probably a project is being done, there are some people who are normally selected such that if the company wants to push some decisions or some changes, they cannot just do that without consulting some people. And that is where now the DAO comes in. So she's actually part of the DAO, So it's quite a good challenge for me. And you can see when I see such messages and such feedbacks, they make me feel very, very good. Now, I want us to go through quickly some of the topics that we are going to look at. And this is just to prepare you on what to expect. Probably you've been in the industry and you're going to actually hear some words here that you've probably never heard. And you're going to learn knowledge out of those words and jargons that you're going to hear today. And what I can promise you is that by the time you're coming out of Hakut Crypto Academy, you will have enough knowledge to help you maneuver in the crypto industry by yourself without a hassle. And the beauty about us is that even after we are done with the curriculum, we don't part. The moment you join Hakut Crypto Academy, you become a family, because we have an alumni group where we share, sometimes I will share projects with people, I will share some ideas with people, I will share some airdrops. Like the last 2 days I've shared some 2 very good airdrops. And last night I also shared another very good project that is very, very undervalued. And these are projects that I believe it's going to do 15 or 20 times from where it's currently sitting. Actually, I was surprised that I shared this project at night when the market cap was only $5 million. And when I woke up and looked at this project, the market cap was at $7 million. And this project had gone up by 20%, meaning if you had put in like $100 within that 10 hours, you'd have made 20% of your money. But this is a project that I want people to hold, and I'm going to share it with the class that is going to join this curriculum or this masterclass. Okay. Now, so what we are going to do, this will happen on Friday. Friday, we are not going to do a lot because that is when we are going to start our classes officially. So on Friday, we are going to do introductions and knowing ourselves. Okay. Then I'm going to give you some needed tools and materials. Of course, these are online materials that you will need to have close to you or in your phone or in your computer for easy learning. I'll also guide on how to get those materials. I'll share some useful links that you need and website that you will need, and they will be very, very, very crucial in your crypto journey, not just in class, but even after the class. Then we are going to have interactions and agreement on time, assignments, and others. This is going to happen on Friday. So Friday, we are going to do introduction for those who have paid for the class or for those who will pay for the class. Then after that, on Monday, we start the classes officially. Now, we are going to start with evolution of money. Now, this is the beauty about our academy. And why am I saying this? It's because we are starting way, way, way back before even money was invented. Okay, we are starting with barter trade. Because what I want people to understand that I'm offering you guys a very beginner-friendly curriculum. I want us to start even before money was invented. We start with barter trade. We come slowly when money got invented, how the money has, evolved, so that you understand where we are coming from, where we are, and where we are going. Okay? So we are going to start with the evolution of money. Then we will need to understand what is the value of money and where does money derive its value from. Then you're going to learn how money moves. Okay? Then you're going to look at internet usefulness of money, because you all understand and you will agree with me that nowadays everything is over the internet. I'm very sure even a good percentage of you people in this masterclass overview tonight are recurring cash nowadays, because you have M-Pesa, which has actually made life here in Kenya very, very easy. Anytime you want to go to a barber shop, you want to go to a salon, even if you're using public transport, you just pay using your M-Pesa. You can use your MasterCard or your Visa card, So we are going to learn about internet usefulness of money. Then we are going to start with blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. And this is where now, after you've understood how money works, how money moves, the usefulness of money, then you are going to get into cryptocurrencies and the blockchain technology and what blockchain technology basically is. But just to mention, blockchain technology is like the backbone or the system that cryptocurrencies runs on. Okay? Then you're going to learn about the overview of Bitcoin. We are also going to look at some basics of Bitcoin, some of its features, the benefits, and the risks. Now, when we are looking at the benefits or some features and risks of Bitcoin, these will be like a general classification of cryptocurrency features, the benefits of cryptocurrencies, the risks involved in cryptocurrency. But you are only using Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the great grandfather of all the cryptocurrencies. Okay, so whatever applies to Bitcoin will also apply in many other cryptocurrencies. So you're going to also talk about Satoshi value, or the value of Bitcoin, or how Bitcoin is measured, measurement of Bitcoin, or whatever we call the Satoshi value. Then you're going to look at cryptocurrency wallets. You need to learn how to keep your cryptocurrency safe. So how do you do this? Why do we always advise people not to keep their cryptocurrencies in exchanges like Binance? What is the risk of keeping your cryptocurrencies on exchanges like Binance? Why do you need to have a cold wallet like a Ledger or a Trezor? We are going to learn about all that. Then you're also going to learn about understanding the key elements of a cryptocurrency wallet. We're going to look at that and see why one wallet is much safer than the other. That is what we call the key elements of a cryptocurrency wallet. And of course, we are going to differentiate them. We are going to learn about what is a custodian wallet and what is an uncustodian wallet. What is a hot wallet and what is a cold wallet. We are going to learn about that. This will be the first few days of the curriculum, just to prepare you before we get into the real deal, because if you don't learn these as we start, you might have a problem when we get to the practicals. Most of these will be theories, these very first few topics. But then after we are done with the theories, the first few weeks, we get into practicals, and you will see the importance of this theory when we start the practical classes, okay? Now, we are also going to look at the crypto Bible, okay? And learn about some terminologies used in the crypto industry. Probably you've ever heard of LFG. You probably don't know what it means. You've probably heard about FOMO. You've probably heard people talking about the bear market. You've probably heard people talking about the bull run. You don't understand what the bull run is. You've probably heard people talk about rug pulls or being wrecked or Ponzi schemes. You're going to learn about all these terminologies. That is where now the crypto Bible comes in. Then you're going to look at cryptocurrency mining and coin confirmation. And this will be very important, because you will understand why the value of Bitcoin have been going up every now and then, and what effect will Bitcoin halving, which is coming in April, will have to the entire cryptocurrency market. So this will be a very enticing topic for you to learn. Also about coin confirmation. If you've never learned about this, it will be a very exciting topic to most of you, because the fact that you can be able to verify a crypto transaction online, by yourself without having to rely for a third party. You see, like the way you send money via Swift transfer, or you do bank transfer, and you have to keep checking with the other party whether they have received the money. In crypto, you don't have to do that. You can just go to an online platform like the blockchain explorer and be able to see if some Bitcoins you sent to so and so have already arrived. So you actually don't have to ask them or to inquire from them whether they have received the money or not, because you can actually be able to confirm that by yourself. Okay, so I talked about cryptocurrency wallets. Then you're going to look cryptocurrency exchanges, and under cryptocurrency exchanges, you're going to look at CEXes and DEXs. So CEXes are centralized exchanges. Example is Binance. We have OKEX, we have KuCoin, we have Hotbit, we have Get.io. There are very many. We have Bybit. We are going to look at them. And also we are going to look at decentralized exchanges, the likes of Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Bakery Swap. There are so many, okay? We are going to look at those and see how they differ and what opportunities they come with, all right? Then, of course, wallet security, which is very important, because it doesn't make sense. You've learned about crypto, you've made money from crypto, but you don't know how to keep your money safe. So this will also be a very crucial topic. And of course, we are going to learn about the different ways to obtain cryptocurrencies, okay? Because there are so many ways. Like, for example, we have airdrops, we have crypto faucets, we have, buying cryptocurrency assets via P2P platform. You can buy using Mastercards, you can buy using other cryptocurrencies, you can buy from individuals that you know and trust, Of course, we're going to learn how to use centralized exchanges like Binance in depth now. We are going to learn P2P trading, how you can do P2P trading on Binance and other exchanges, and actually how you can actually become a merchant on those platforms, and how you can actually make money by becoming a merchant on those platforms. Then we will now, of course, now at this point, from different ways to obtain cryptocurrencies, that is where now the practicals will start, okay? That is where the cryptocurrency, the practicals will start. And these lessons will be very engaging, because when we talk about using centralized exchanges like Binance, this will mean we need to do it practically for people to understand. This is not something we can teach theoretically. It has to be done practically for people to understand and for people to gain those hands-on skills. Okay, spot trading. We are going to learn about what spot trading is and how you can actually make money from spot trading. And under spot trading, we are going to look at different order types that you can use, and why do we have these different order types and how do they differ, and when do you need to use this order type and not this order type. When do you need to use a market order and not a limit order? Why is OCO order very, very important? And when do you need to use an OCO order? You get. Then you are also going to look at arbitrage trading. What is arbitrage? Arbitrage is basically buying cryptocurrency or asset, any asset from one platform and selling it to another platform so far as there is a variance in prices in those two different platforms. For example, let's say Bitcoin is selling for $43,000 on Binance, the normal Binance.com. But when you go to another exchange, probably that is in China or in Asia, or even another platform that is still widely accepted here in Africa, maybe Bitcoin is selling for $43,900. So there's a difference, there's a variance of $900 between these two platforms. So if you're liquid enough, you can actually buy a Bitcoin from Binance for $43,000 and be able to sell it on another platform for 43,900, and the difference, which is 900, will be your profit. So we are going to learn how you can actually spot arbitrage trading opportunities, and you can see if you can utilize these as a way of also making money as far as cryptocurrency opportunities are concerned. Then we are going to look at blockchain networks, because there are very many. Currently, there are very, very, very many. Every new cryptocurrency is coming with its own blockchain, with different usabilities and with different speeds, with different security features, And this is good because the more these blockchain networks are being developed, people are trying to make super blockchain networks from the previous ones. Take, for example, a comparison. Recently, I did a very extensive comparison in the alumni group about Ethereum and Solana. And Ethereum is a project that has been there. It was actually the second cryptocurrency to be invented after Bitcoin. And Solana just came the other day. But Solana has been tagged as the Ethereum killer because people believe whatever Solana is doing is going to actually overtake Ethereum. Despite that Ethereum has been there for some time and has been building every now and then, Solana has come in with a lot of energy, with a lot of developers, with a lot of innovations, and their speeds are quite faster. Their fees are very, very, very low as compared to those ones of Ethereum. And if you compare it with Ethereum, it's outdoing. It ticks everything as compared to Ethereum, despite that Ethereum has been there for some time. So blockchain networks will help you understand why do we have different blockchain networks and what projects have been built on these. Why do we have other projects built on other blockchain networks? Okay, and this will be very, very crucial. Then you're going to learn about what a contract address is, and also differentiate between a crypto coin and a token, because not every cryptocurrency is a coin, because we have cryptocurrency tokens and we have cryptocurrency coins. And just to enlighten you, a coin is a cryptocurrency project that has been built on its own blockchain network. Okay, if you don't understand what blockchain network, that is why we have this topic here, blockchain networks. But just for those who know what a blockchain network is, if a coin has been built on its own blockchain network, take for example Ethereum or Solana, then that is a coin. So you cannot call Solana a token. However, if you have other projects that have been built on existing blockchain networks, we call those tokens. Take for example BFT, for example. Okay, and of course we are going to look at masternodes and how you can actually make money with masternodes. Well, I'm not a fan of masternodes per se, but of course for the purposes of knowledge and for the purposes of someone who might be interested, we are of course going to look at that. Crypto aggregators, this will actually come way earlier before we start this project, before we start the practicals, because crypto aggregators will be very, very crucial, like CoinGecko, the Mobula that we mentioned previously, CoinMarketCap, CoinPaprika, Glassnode. We are going to look at all those crypto bubbles. We are going to look at all those crypto aggregators and how you can use them to your advantage, okay? Because they carry a lot of very, very, very crucial information. And if you don't know how to use them properly, you can actually easily lose money. But that is why we are having this class, to prevent such mistakes from happening. Now, we are not done yet. We are going to look at DEXs and how they work. Okay, these are decentralized exchanges. Remember, what I mentioned previously was just a mention, but now we are going to dive into them practically and engage with them. We are going to look at what is liquidity pool indexes. We are going to look at staking and yield farming. If you've never done farming, you'll do farming in crypto, okay? And this will be very, very enticing, because you will learn on some ways that you can actually make a passive income as far as cryptocurrency industry is concerned. We are also going to learn how to add liquidity into DEXs, okay? Of course, this is after you've learned what a liquidity pool is, and you're going to be surprised how decentralized exchanges work, without control of anyone, because they are being run by smart contracts. And of course, we are going to look what smart contracts are and how crucial they are. And then we are going to look at my favorite topic, which is fundamental analysis, okay? And fundamental analysis will be basically taking a crypto project and dissecting it, looking at every piece presented on this crypto project, and checking whether this crypto project is undervalued or overvalued. And of course, you understand, if we find that this project is undervalued, then it means it's time for you to jump in. Okay, because if it's undervalued, then it means this is a project that is likely to do very well. Like the example that I gave, there's a crypto project that I discovered last night, and this project is currently sitting at $5 million. Well, today it had gone all the way to up to $7 million. And $7 million is very little money for this project. This is a project that I believe can do 15, 20 times from where it's currently sitting. And this is not a new project, because it was launched early last year, but it has been stagnant for some time. And if you look at its, what can I call it? It's fork. You might not understand what fork is or forking is, but forking is basically when a crypto project or some developers on a cryptocurrency project disagree on something, and this project separates. Okay, so the original project remains, but there's new developers who've separated from the previous ones, because they have different ideas on how they want this project to be ran. They start another project, well, with still almost the same DNA as the old project, but they change some things. So the project that I shared is built on another project called Compound, which is one of the largest lending protocols that we have in the industry. And if you look at Compound, how it's currently doing, and you compare with this project that I shared last night, you can tell that this is a project that is going to do very, very well in the near future. After that, we are going to look at white paper. We are going to look at the developers, who are these guys behind a certain project? Who are the investors behind this project? Why do we need to buy this project? Is Binance eyeing this project? Is Coinbase eyeing this project? Who are capital venturists into this project? And it's after that doing that you determine the true value of a project, okay? That is fundamental analysis. Then from there, we are going to look at initial exchange offering and what it is. If you've heard about IPOs, this is almost the same thing as IPOs in the normal environment that we are in. But when it comes to cryptocurrency projects, we have what we call the IEO, or initial exchange offering. We have IDO, which is an initial DEX offering. Then we are going to look at ICOs, okay, which is initial coin offering, and see how you can actually benefit from these. I remember in 2017, when Binance was being launched, they actually started as an ICO, and you are getting a lot of BNB tokens, because back then they were tokens, because initially when BNB or Binance coin was built on Ethereum. So people could invest in ICO. Basically how an ICO works is, let's say Hakut Academy wants to come up with their own cryptocurrency, but they don't have enough money to probably pay the developers So what they do, they will invite the public to invest in the project when it's still very early so that they can raise some money to develop or to build this project. Once they have done so and the purpose of this project have been actualized and the project has gone live, of course, we hope and expect that its value is going to go up. And if you are you are an early adopter of this project when it was on ICO, then it means you're actually going to benefit a lot because you are among the first people to lay your hands on this project. You can imagine someone who bought Bitcoin in the year 2009 when it launched, or in the year 2010 when Bitcoin was less than a dollar. One Bitcoin is currently selling at $43,000. Imagine if you only invested $100, you could have like 100 Bitcoins. Multiply that by the value of one Bitcoin, and you can see you're going to have some crazy figures. Then you're going to look at non-fungible tokens or NFTs. And well, they've never made sense to me because how NFTs operate and how people attach value to NFTs, probably it's because I'm not a fan of art, but of course we are going to look at them and see how people have actually made money from NFTs. I know of a guy who refers himself as Beeple, who made millions of dollars by just selling NFTs, just selling some artwork for millions and millions of dollars. Then, of course, you're going to look at decentralized finance and, of course, compare it with centralized finance. Centralized finance is the normal finance system that we have. That is why we have the Central Bank of Kenya, the Federal Reserve Bank in the US, the Central Bank of Tanzania, the Central Bank of Uganda, because these central banks are actually the people, or they are actually the institutions that actually control how money moves in the normal environment. You're going to compare that with the decentralized finance and see why cryptocurrency is much preferred from the centralized finance that we've been into. Then we are going to look at technical analysis, and of course we are going to learn what we call price action, and I'm going to take you through introduction to futures trading, which I don't encourage. I don't really encourage people doing futures trading, but it's good to have the knowledge because, like I was telling you guys, last year I spent most of my time actually learning how to trade Forex. And the guy who was actually teaching me happened to be a student who was an alumni of Hakut Crypto Academy. But out of all the many things that we looked at, he decided to focus on trading. And he went and actually upgraded his skills, found other mentors who are better in the industry. And as we speak, that is actually currently what he's working on. And that is actually what he's living on. Okay. Then you're going to look at how to create a crypto or a balanced crypto portfolio. And this will be very crucial, especially now that the bull run is coming, because we have projections that Bitcoin might go as far as $100,000 to $150,000. Others are even calling $200,000. Well, I'm not so optimistic that it can get there, but who can tell? In 2020 or in the previous bull run, which I happen to be part of, I remember Bitcoin going up from $3,000 all the way to $69,000. Who would expect that Bitcoin within a span of 2 years? Because in March, I remember very well, in March of 2021, Bitcoin was selling at $3,000. In 2021, November, that is 1 year and some 6-7 months later, one Bitcoin was selling for $69,000. You can imagine how much profits that were made, or how much money were made by people who had a well-balanced crypto portfolio. Then, of course, we're going to look at crypto scams, myths, and Ponzi schemes, because there are so many. And honestly, I have been a victim, especially last year. I've actually lost monies through Ponzi schemes. And I know probably also we have some guys here who've actually lost money through Ponzi schemes and crypto scams. And then you're going to look at myths in the crypto industry. And of course, this will be very, very, very crucial because it will help you to protect yourself from scammers, online scammers that come with programs and they tell you, we do this, we do that, we are registered, we do this. You do your due diligence and everything ticks. You put in your money, but before you know it, they're gone. Okay? I have been a victim, and I wouldn't want anyone to be a victim of this because it doesn't really feel good. Then we have, of course, that will be our last topic. Then you're going to look at the course overview or the course review to see whether we've touched everything. And of course, questions and answers and interactions and giveaways. That will be our last class. And of course, you're going to receive some gifts as we end the class or as we end the curriculum. So with that said, we have some golden rules that we normally use or that we normally adhere to when we are learning. And we encourage people to be respectful to others and to be good listeners so that you don't miss out on anything that you're going to teach. You be responsible because as far as I'm offering this education and you're not responsible, you're not taking the opportunities that I'm sharing, I'm not to blame because it's not my fault because I'll do my very best to give you as much skills as I can. And it's upon you to be responsible with that information and take it serious. Also, it's important that you be caring, kind, and polite to your fellow students as we run to just have a harmonized learning environment. Now, what is required of you? You need to have an open mind. Okay, please have an open mind and have the will to learn. Forget all the myths that you've had before about cryptocurrencies. Of course, time will be very crucial. It will be very, very important for us to keep time. Our classes will always start at 9 p.m. Kenyan time, and the classes will take 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour, 30 minutes, especially when you start doing practicals. They might take a little longer, but we'll always try to be within 1 hour to 1 hour and 30 minutes. And we will be learning Monday through Friday. Okay, Monday through Friday. We don't learn over the weekends. Weekends is your time to reflect on what you've been learning. If you have any questions or if you have a burning issue that you want to share as far as what you've been learning is concerned, you can always reach out to me over the weekends and I'll be able to assist you. Then, of course, it's important that you pay attention, always be in the moment and avoid distractions during the class time. And we recommend having our cameras off just to avoid distractions. And of course, there will be assignments which you will be required to do. Make sure you do assignments and make sure you submit them on time before the next class so that I'm able to look at them and also to correct you where necessary. Okay? So what you need, nothing much. You just need to be there. You yourself, you need to be there and be in the moment like we previously said. Have a good internet. So if you don't have a good internet, it's advisable that you subscribe to one. Personally, I use Safaricom Home Fiber and it's been very, very useful and it never disappoints. So if you are in an area, especially for those who are in Kenya, I understand we have some people in this meeting who are not Kenyans, but if you are in Kenya and you have access to Safaricom Home Fiber, I would recommend that because it never disappoints. And if there is any technical hitch or glitch, they will always give you some bundles before they send the technicians to come and fix it. Of course, you need a good laptop or a desktop or a tablet or a good smartphone. Okay, this will be a purely online class. Mark is asking, is it possible to share the course outline? Okay, sure. I'll share it with you guys. So have a good internet and have a good laptop, desktop, tablet, or a smartphone that you're comfortable using. So the fees. So the fees for this class and this class only is $50 only. That is equivalent to around Kenya shillings 8,000 for this class only. And this amount will definitely go up in the subsequent classes. And I'm not even calling this a fee. I'm calling it a commitment fee, because sometimes when you give people things for free, they don't take them serious. And when you've committed something on, you've committed some money on something, you tend to take good care of it and you tend to pay more attention on it. So this is just like a commitment fee for you guys. And I can promise you that you're not going to see these fees before. So it's very, very important that you take this opportunity as early as now, okay? And the fee, please note, it's non-refundable, and that is why we are doing this masterclass overview, so that before you can subscribe to this class, you know what you are expecting, okay? You know what you are expecting. So it's very, very important that you understand that the fee is non-refundable. Now, I have a screenshot here and that I want to share with you just to show you what we've been able to do with the previous students. And if you are here and you're a previous student, you will ascertain or you will testify that these projects that are in these screenshots are projects that I've shared before in the alumni group. And I want to show you how they've been able to perform over the last few months, okay, over the last few months. Looking at the example of Solana, which is the first one here in the list, you can see Solana is currently trading at around $96, $97. And if you go down here, you can see here we bought Solana at around $24. This is when I shared a crypto portfolio that people needed to buy. But if you remember very well, last year, in the beginning of last year, Solana had gone as low as $8, okay? And if you've been doing what we call the DCA or dollar cost averaging, the average price you can see for me was around $24, and this project has gone up to $96. You can imagine, and it had gone all the way up to around almost $130 recently, around $121, $122. And this is a project that we are calling the Ethereum killer, and we believe that this is a project that can actually do $500 or even $1,000. No one knows, because these guys or the developers behind these projects have actually been doing marvelous work. They've been building and building this project, especially during the bear market, okay? They've actually been working day and night to make sure that this project continues to grow. Then we have this project here. It's called Metis DAO. If you are here and you're in the alumni group, you can check whether I shared this project. When I was sharing this project, the average price was around $13. $13. Look at now. This project is currently trading at $120 as we speak. And you can see in the last 30 days, it has actually done over 386.62%. If you are in the alumni and you've not been taking this project, you can see what you've been missing. Now, we have this other project. This is called Riario Network, or Rio, abbreviated as Rio. This is a project that is built on the real world asset narrative, whereby we are having crypto projects whose value is pegged to the real world asset. And we have many other projects, not just Rio. And you can see Rio, we bought it at an average price of 0.24, and currently it's trading at 0.7. Okay, you can imagine how much profit we've actually been made, because this is actually almost 3 times. Okay, now we have another project here called Mina. Mina is a very, very great project, and I believe it has more potential of growing more than it has actually done. It can actually do another 10, 20 times from where it is, because I'm valuing it at around $26 to $30, Mina. You can see we got it at a price of around $0.42, and it's currently trading at 1.26. There's another project here. These are actually screenshots that I took. You can see what I've put here. The graying part is where we have the holdings, how much I'm holding, and the total amount. Okay. Now you can look at another project like Moonbeam. Moonbeam, we've got it at an average price of 0.22. It's currently trading at 0.41. That's like a double. We have Chainlink, got it at $6, currently at $15. We have Mekadao. We got it at around $1,000. It's currently trading at around 1,000 and almost $2,000. We have Flax. Flax, we got it at around 0.2, 0.3. You can see it's currently trading at 0.58. We have BNB at around $200. We have Dogecoin at around 0.7. It's currently trading at 0.8. We have Compound. This is a project that I was telling you pegged all. There's another project I shared last night that is following the footsteps of Compound. Compound is one of the largest crypto lending platforms that we have. Okay, you can see you got it at around 42. It's currently trading at $56. Then of course we have Vulcan Forged. This one had gone all the way down to around $3, 2 point something, $3. Currently, this project is valued at $6. This is a project I believe can go as far as $50. Okay, $50. You can imagine from where we currently are. And these are just some of the few projects that I've shared. I know there are many others that have really done well. Only that I didn't, put everything here. And of course, we have other projects that we bought, like Balancer, that it's currently negative. I was looking at, let me just check. 2 projects that we bought, and they're currently in negative as far as the 30 days are concerned. We have Synthetics, which is currently 12% down. But overall, looking at the overall growth, we got it at 2.18, but it's currently trading at 3.55. Okay, so it's only that it's down by 12% over the last 30 days, but overall, we are still in profit. Looking at which was the other project? The other project was Balancer. Balancer, we got it at 4.0. It's currently at 4.25, so it's only up by 0.25%, which is not much, but it's still something good. So these are some of the projects that I've shared with the students in the alumni. And if you're here and you're part of the alumni and you've not been taking this project seriously, now you see how much you have been missing. Now, you can always reach out to us on our email, which is hackit.academy@gmail.com, or you can check us on social media at hackit.eth. Hackit.eth, you might wonder what this is, but you're going to learn about these very, very soon. Okay, you're going to learn about these, especially now that Web3 is a hot thing in the industry. We are going to learn about Web3 and how very, very, very soon you will not need to create an account with Amazon for you to be able to purchase something, but you will be using your Web3 identity. Okay, you'll be using your Web3 identity. We normally call these ENS, okay, Ethereum Name Services, whereby you can use your identity to just purchase something without giving out your identity to someone, okay, or without giving your identity to a platform or to a company, okay. If you need to call me or to send me a message or to send me a WhatsApp message, you can always reach out to me via the number shown below. And with that said, I want to open this floor for questions. If you have any questions, I will be very, very, very happy to answer them. I will be very, very happy to answer your questions. Do we have any questions? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Link.
Hello.
Hello. Hi,
Yes.
Joy. How
Hi.
are
This
you?
is just. Hi. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How nice to see you in the meeting.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah.
Um, you mentioned about like forex, and then that you learned this year. Are you gonna teach us that as well?
Teach you about what? Come again, please.
Forex trading.
Forex trading? No, 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 no,
Oh,
no. Yeah, forex trading. I was just mentioning about what I've been doing over the last year, that is why we were not able to have classes. I've been learning Forex. Well, I'm not a Forex guy, but I wanted to gain the skill because I can still use the same knowledge in crypto trading because it's actually the same concept, but I'll not be teaching Forex, sorry.
Okay.
All
No
right.
problem.
In case one misses a class, especially the practicals, can it be possible to have a recap of the same? Martin, we will always have recording, okay? We will always have recording on every class that you're going to do. So if you miss a class, you will always get a recording in your email and you can always go through it or you can always watch it at your own free time, okay? Do you have any other question? Thanks. Okay. Now, I want to show you something here. I want to show you what crypto can do. And, well, I've personally been able to catch some very nice projects previously, which, of course, I've shared them with my students. And for those who are in this meeting today, I want to give you this free project that I shared in the academy today. Yes, there will be recording. George Mushiri, there will always be recording. So there's this project called Son Finance. I hope you can see my screen, can you? Can you guys see my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we can.
So there's this project. This is actually the project I was looking at last night. And this is the project that I shared with my students. Even if you're not going to be part of the academy, I'm giving you this project for free because this project, I believe, is going to do very, very well in the near future. This project is only valued at $6.8 million. Last night when I was sharing it, it was actually at around $5 million. And you can see it has a total supply of 100 million and the maximum supply of 100 million. The fully diluted market cap for this project currently is at 9.6 million. Well, you might not understand what this is at the moment, but you're going to look at this in the academy. Now, this project is currently trading at 0.09, okay? It's a lending protocol that is being built on the Ethereum platform. Sorry, not Ethereum, but on the Optimism, okay? It's built on Optimism, a network, and I want you to see which project that this guy or this project is following footsteps for. So there's this project called Compound. I don't know why my internet is misbehaving. It was all good until I decided to share this project publicly. I don't know why it's misbehaving. I hope I'm not breaking, am I? Am I breaking? Or you can hear me loud and clear?
We hear you.
You can hear me. Okay, let me just try and share the entire screen. I think the problem is because I'm just sharing a tab. Stop sharing and share the entire window. Okay, good. Now I think it's misbehaving. Now, this project is currently valued at $6.8 million with a fully diluted market cap of around 9.6. Okay, and you can see the volume in the last 24 hours has actually gone up by almost 200%, meaning people have started eyeing this project. Okay, people have started eyeing this project, and the project that this currency has been built from is this other project called Compound. Compound is currently trading at $55, and look at the market cap. This project is valued at $448 million as we speak. Our other project, which is Son Finance, is only $8 million, $400 million less from the project that these guys following the footsteps for. So I believe even if it's not going to get to 400 million, it has the potential of getting to 150 million. That means it can easily do 10, 15 times from where this project is. Now, if you have the bare minimum knowledge of how to buy these projects, you can always check that information here. Don't know why this internet is misbehaving. Well, I'm looking at Compound. I should be looking at Sun Finance. Sun Finance, you can buy it from Mexi Exchange. It's already listed on some of those exchanges. My internet is still misbehaving. You can see here, Bitcoin halving is coming in 96 days, just 3 months away. And this is actually a catalyst. You can see here, we are looking at the total market capitalization. It's currently at 1.69 trillion, okay? 1.69 trillion. The entire cryptocurrency market cap is projected to go to between 10 to 20 trillion during the bull run, okay? And the bull run is going to be there between now and the end of 2025 if the market decides to obey the previous cycles, you know, because normally you will come to realize when you're learning technical analysis is all about looking at what has happened in the past and what is likely to happen in the near future, basing your arguments or getting your arguments from what has happened previously, okay? So, basing on what has happened previously in the crypto market, we've been able to understand how these cryptocurrency cycles happen. And with that, that is why we are saying cryptocurrency or Bitcoin halving will be a catalyst to the bull run, because we've seen it happen before. Because if you remember, in the previous bull run, after Bitcoin halving, we started seeing Bitcoin go up slowly by slowly. And by the time we are getting to 2021, Bitcoin had done like 13x. And no one could even imagine that Bitcoin can actually do 13x. Imagine if Bitcoin decides to do only 5x from where it currently is. That tells you that Bitcoin will be valued at over $200,000. But the money is not in Bitcoin. I can tell you for free. The money is not in Bitcoin because Bitcoin can do probably 5x, right? But a project like this is a project that is capable of doing 20, 30x. Look at a project here. My internet is still misbehaving because it's supposed to bring some data here where you're supposed to buy this project. But as I told you, it's already listed on Mexi. You can buy it there. Well, my phone is working well. You can buy it on BitGet. You can buy it on Binx. You can buy it on CoinEx. Okay, so there's so many places that you can buy it from, but not every exchange that it's listed that you're going to buy it from, because as you're going to learn during the class time, that not all exchanges you can buy a crypto project from because of the liquidity. You might buy a project from a certain exchange that doesn't have enough liquidity and you're not able to sell your project back. So that would be very, very crucial. Now, there has been a narrative that has failed to cease or failed to, disappear completely from the industry, and it keeps coming back. And every time this narrative comes back, it makes people millionaires. I'm talking about meme coins, okay? Well, during the 2021 bull run, I remember making quite some good money with meme coins. We really made money with the likes of Shiba Inu, the Doge coins, the mini Doge. We actually made some good money from meme coins. Recently, we've seen some meme coins pop, and recently, I shared some 3 meme coins in the group or in the alumni that I believe that these projects are going to do very well during the bull run. But remember, meme coins don't have any fundamentals. They are actually projects that are there for fun. You can make or lose money with them. So I normally advise people it's always good to approach them with caution and to invest only money that you're willing to lose, because anything can happen with meme coins. I want to show you a project here that has been here for just 1 year. It's currently number 77 in the cryptocurrency ranking. And you can see it's currently down by $3.4. Sorry, 3.5%. It's currently trading at 0.000137 dollars. And you can see the maximum supply of this project is a million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, 100 quadrillion. So, number one, don't ever think that this project will ever get to $1. That is impossible, because if it gets to $1, you can imagine how much the market capitalization would be. So this is not a project that you buy expecting to hold until it gets to $1, because that will never happen. Now, someone wants to join. Now, if you look at this meme coin is built on Solana, and this has actually been a trend in the last few months. Most meme coins that have been doing very well recently are actually meme coins that have been built on Solana, because Bonk is one of them. There's another one called WIF, or Dog with a Cup, and there's another one called Popcat. And I shared those projects with the alumni. Now, if you look at this project, the all-time low, when it was the all-time low compared to where it currently is, it's currently down by 59.77% from its all-time high of 0.00014. Okay, you can see it's 0.0001415, okay, which is 59% down from its previous all-time high. But look how much it's been able to do. It's been able to do over 14,000%. I was so unfortunate that I didn't catch this project, and the reason because this was happening last year, and like I told you guys, last year I was not so much into crypto, considering we were in a bear market, okay, because the market started going up just the other day. But now that the bull run is here, the Bitcoin ETFs have been approved, we need to be very, very well prepared. Otherwise, opportunities like these are just going to pass by us, and we will hear stories about how people made a lot of money and we didn't. So it's very, very important that you pay attention, because such projects are going to come as we learn, and you're going to take them. And you take them, you hold. Because for the many years I've been in the industry, buying and holding has proven to be the safest way to invest in crypto. Well, you can do trading on your own free time if you want to, but trust you me, you will make a lot of money in buying and holding. Okay? You buy a good project, you do an analysis, or you do fundamental analysis on your project, buy it, hold it, have your own target. This is something else that I'm going to actually emphasize so much, because I've seen people buying projects without a target. You don't know up to when you're going to hold this project. But by the time you know it, this project has gone down like crazy. I remember just recently, there's a project called TRB. TRB went to $500 in a single day. Then the same day, everyone was happy, the people had made money, but within the same day, this project went all the way down to $191. From $500 in like an hour also, this project went down from $500 to $191. So it's very, very crucial and very, very important to know where you're holding your projects up to. And one thing I don't teach in the academy, and one thing that I will never tell you, is when to sell your project. I will always give you projects which are undervalued, or I will always give you project when I feel it's a good time for you to buy a certain project. But when to sell and when to correct your profits, that will depend with your own greed. So I normally tell my students, when your greed persists, that is the time that you need to sell your project. I don't know why this internet is misbehaving. Anyway, I can see it's almost 30 minutes past 10, and I don't want to, spend so much of your time. We've done our presentation. I want, if anyone has a question, anyone has a comment, anyone has something that you want to say, the floor is open for you to do that. And then we can call it a night. Anyone who has anything to say, a question, a review, anything. Oh, my good friend is here. Hey, Apex Crypto Academy, how are you? Nice to see you here.
Nice to see you, bro. Thank you so much for this chance. This is not a question, but this is just a comment to everyone who is in this particular meeting.
All right.
I can literally say that right now, this is the last chance. I can call this the last chance for anyone to make substantial amount of money in crypto.
Yeah.
Why am I saying this? Because now the big banks, the institutions, they're all coming into crypto. Okay. So it's going to be very, very hard for people to make money if you ignore crypto at this point. Last year, guys made money in crypto. We had projects we did so well, and HackPTA will definitely give you projects which I'm sure will make you so much money. So please, if you're in this meeting, don't fail to take this class. Take this class, and actually, what HackPTA is giving, to be honest, $50. That is like a free class, to be honest, because I can tell you for free that crypto education is very, very, very expensive. The least institution that can accept you for crypto education with such a curriculum should be around $200 on the lower side. But to be honest, $50, I think that is, I can call this charity because you're just giving back to the community. So if you are in this meeting, please take this class, and let's meet next year when you're going to experience the massive crypto bull run. Good job, bro, and hope everyone will take my advice.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Apex Crypto Academy is actually a very good friend of mine. We've been in this class together. We've learned together. He has his own academy. You can see Apex Crypto Academy. And he's actually doing a very, very good job. Also trying to enlighten people. Someone wants to join. Yeah, he's trying to enlighten people, and he's done a very good job. You can check them on TikTok. That is where he's always uploading his videos. And of course, very soon you're also going to start seeing videos from me, just enlightening people about cryptocurrency. And I mentioned about wallets. Okay, if you're looking to buy a cold wallet, maybe you probably don't know what a cold wallet is because you've not been with us before, but we're going to learn about cold wallets. And there's one wallet called the Ledger, which is among the safest cold wallets that you can always use to keep your cryptocurrencies. And you can keep as many coins as 5,000 coins in a ledger. If you want one, you can always reach out to Apex, and he will be in a position to sort you out. So thank you so much, bro, for that encouragement, and for talking to the students in this meeting tonight. And I believe they are going to take to your advice. Thank you. Right, looks like we don't have any other person who has a question. So guys, the payment details for those who are asking, I'm going to share them in the enrollment group. Remember, the class is only $50. And like you've heard from Apex Crypto Academy, this is just like charity. And like I told you guys, this is just a commitment fee because I want you guys to take this class seriously, because the other classes that we're going to hold going forward will not be the same amount. And you guys will be my testimony that $50 is actually charity because of the content that you're going to learn in this masterclass. So with that said, I want to call it a night. And thank you so much, guys, for attending this masterclass overview. I hope and wish that it was enlightening. It was an eye-opener. At least now you understand what to expect. And if you're going to make a payment in this for this curriculum, at least you understand, you have a clue of what you're going to learn. It's going to be a very engaging class, but at the same time, it's going to be a very friendly and nice class for you to be part of. So with that said, do have yourselves a very good night, and I will see you around. Bye-bye.